I love the enthusiasm. All right, we're working on math. And I feel that we just need to do a little more long division. Practice, okay? For the most part, you really are doing well, but some of you are missing one little step, and then it messes everything up. So this is all about taking each step very carefully. We're going to work on these two together. So how many times does 2 go into 3? One time. So we put the 1 up here. All right, so what is 1 times 2?
2.
So we take the 2 down. What is 3 minus 2?
1.
All right, so now what do we do?
Bring down the 0.
Good, bring down the 0. And so we have a 10. What times 10? What is, wait, what times, I always say this wrong. 2 times what equals 10? There we go. You have to think backwards. James.
5.
Yes. All right. Who would like to do the next one? James, you're so enthusiastic. I'm going to let you come up and do this one. So friends, let's say you could not divide. Then you need to go over to the second number and see if that, then you divide that. Okay? So, but we're not doing that right now. So Jeremiah. So these are not in your book. These are just practice. You're looking frantically for these in your book? No, these are just, we're practicing. Instead of doing multiplication facts or division facts, we're just practicing. I can't, is that a 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You're always
hangry.
I'm hangry.
So then, that's correct. So 8 times 2, there you go. Subtract. Yeah, perfect. Good job. All right, I hear talking. There shouldn't be any talking. Not yet. All right, so how many times does 2 go in 3?
1.
So take the 2 down and subtract, and it gives us 1. We take down the 6. What times... what times 6 equal... What is 2 times 6? Or what? I can't... I'm speaking backwards, and I'm like, can't think... I cannot speak backwards right now. What times 2 equals 6? Right? No. I can't think, friends. I'm thinking back. I can't think backwards. I cannot think backwards today. I'm having a really hard time. Yeah, thank you. What times 2 do we need to get 616? That's better. Maybe I think that backwards. I can't think backwards today. Yes, Owen. Yes. 16. Subtract it out. 18 is the answer. I'm just going to write this a little bigger. How many times does 2 go into 5?
2. Twice.
Twice. And then we get what?
4.
4. 1. All right. So what do we have? 2 times what equals 14? I said it right. Talking. So what? What is the answer? Just say it out loud.
7.
7. It's 14. All right. Let's do a couple more. Maybe Mrs. Reed's brain will start thinking backwards. I don't know. My brain's like, I'm not feeling it today, talking backwards. That's backwards gibberish. All right. When Sheen and M. Good. Beautiful. 2 goes into 7 how many times?
3.
3 times 2 is 6. So we have a 1 left over, so we take down the 8. What times 2 makes 18? Equals 18. I said it right again. My brain is waking up. Grant. 2 times what equals 18? Right up there. Beautiful. So then we subtract and we get 0. All right, so 2 goes into 9 how many times?
4.
2 times 4 is 9. We have 8 minus 8. We have 1. We bring down the 2. What times 2 equals 12? I did it again. Right, and so we get 12. All right. So, taking it one at a time, and if these are all nice because they all work nicely in the first digit, that's not always the case. Sometimes we have to go into 2 digits to get the right answer. But we will get to that. But good, 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 good. We will continue to work on long division. Long division is one of those things that the more you do it and the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. It's a little intimidating at first, but practice, practice, practice. Just like our multiplication facts, you see how crucial it is to know your multiplication facts when you're doing division, because, wow, we're doing multiplication. Okay, so multiplication facts, practicing long division. Those are all, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. All right, let us look into our math books. Does everybody have your page open? Okay, so now we're going to be working in the book. Those were not in the book, those were warm-ups. Practice. Rulers need to be out. So we are using the side of centimeter. Inches are on the top, centimeters are on the bottom. I'm hoping that you all have a ruler that has centimeters on it. Do you or do you not?
Yes. Yes.
What's that?
My mom took my ruler while I was virtual.
I think I have a ruler back here.
Same ruler. Speaking of broken ruler, mine is broken right here. This is my only one. Oh, I do that?
All right, as you can see, inches are on top, centimeters are on the bottom of your ruler. We are measuring in centimeters today. So let us measure 1A in centimeters, because as you can see, the answer has cm at the end. Who can tell me the answer of 1A? I'm going to give everybody time to... Is everybody done with 1A? Are they measured with their centimeters?
Yeah.
What is the answer? Christian?
5
Yes, 5 what? Inches or centimeters?
centimeters.
Yes, make sure you say centimeters at the end. What about B? We're going to give everybody a chance. When you are done, please raise your hand. We are just doing B right now. Tyson. What do you have B done? I'm sorry, you
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have? How many centimeters?
3.
Perfect. 3 centimeters. What about C? Do you find it easier or harder to measure in centimeters, or is it about the same?
Same.
Yeah. Just smaller. C.
Oh, yeah.
1C. Raise your hand when you have the answer, please. How many centimeters? Oh, you know what? See, I need to look at my book, or my book has it written in. Yours does not. You need, good thing I have it up on my computer. So C is you need to do 6 centimeters. You need to draw a line of 6 centimeters. See, I needed to, good thing I had it up. And then do the same with D, 1 centimeter. Please draw those in your book. Six centimeters and 1 centimeter. You need to draw that in your book, please. Good. Good. Look at those beautiful straight lines. Very nice. Yes. Wow. Isn't that one of the questions? Good. I see some very good centimeter lines. Nice job, friends. Almost came flying at me. Good job. All right. Good. Now. Oh, okay. I was confused by that line, but that's your line. Good. You're supposed to do 6 centimeters and 1 centimeter. You started at this line and 1 centimeter at this line, like that. All right. Good job, friends. So now you get to measure things. Clearly, we aren't going to be able to measure, but what is smaller, a centimeter or a meter? What is a smaller way of measurement? Grayson.
Meter?
You think meter is smaller than centimeter? Or is meter larger than centimeter?
Larger?
Yes. Centimeter is much smaller than meter. So with that said, if you are going to measure a pencil or a marker, but a pencil in this case, would you use centimeter or meter? Would you use centimeter of measurement or a meter of measurement? Grant?
Centimeter.
Yes. So you write cm. What about a refrigerator? Boy, that would take, if you had a tall refrigerator and you had a ruler, that would take a while. So do you think you would use a centimeter or a meter to measure a refrigerator? Olivia?
Meter?
Yes, a meter. What about Charlotte's Web? A centimeter or a meter? Owen?
Centimeter?
Yes. The what? Oh, the actual web? Well, I still think you would use, if you wanted to get that close, you would probably use a ruler and you'd stand back a ways and try to measure it, if you're me.
I wouldn't touch it.
No, and you know what? You really shouldn't touch a web. I mean, sometimes it's an accident, but they stick to you and then you destroy their web. All right, focus, star. What about a sidewalk? You got a long sidewalk outside in front of your house. Centimeter, you're going to get down on hands and knees and ruler.
That would take a very long time.
Or a meter. Grant. Yes. What about a wall? Would you go from here to all the way back by Helen by using your ruler? It would take a long time. So what would be the better measurement? M. Yes. And what about one of your, that I find on the floor on a daily basis? Picking up an eraser. Christian, hold that up high. Would you use a meter or centimeter to measure the little teeny tiny eraser? Grayson?
Centimeter.
Yes. So, we haven't worked on this in a while, so this is going to be good practice or good memory and see if we remember. And number 3, it says number in order from shortest to longest. From inch, meter, centimeter, yard, and foot. So what would be the smallest? What would be the smallest order of measurement? Jeremiah?
Centimeter.
Yes. If you look at your ruler, what is smaller, the centimeter or the inch? It is. So with that said, I kind of gave away, what is the second shortest? What's second? Boy. Yes. So now it gets tricky. We're going to see if you remember your measurements. What would come next? A yard, a foot, or a meter? A yard or foot or a meter. What would be 3? Wensheen. Very good. A foot. Because if you think of your foot, that is how you measure. You can measure things in feet by using your feet. Now, is that accurate? Because my feet are going to be bigger than some people's feet. It's an approximation. But that is how that started, 5 foot. All right, so what comes next? Meter or yard? Grant?
Yard.
Yes. Well, meters, that tells you how big a meter is. So then the largest measurement is what? What is number 5? Tessa? Yes. Very good. Some review. We haven't worked in that in a while. So that's one nice thing about Abeka math is that it's very cyclical. You kind of come back. So we haven't talked about measurement in quite some time. And we haven't talked about time in a while either, have we? So I'm sure we will harken back to that after a while. So I'm going to write a problem, and as someone is doing it on the board, I want you to work on it in your book. Very important that when we're working in the book and we're also working on the whiteboard, that you're following along and working with the person on the whiteboard, okay? You need to be doing the same thing. So, question. This is a very valuable check. If the numbers don't check up, then you need to go back to your division and see where you are wrong. All right, so haven't called on in a while. Grant. And I would like to see the arrows too. Move the arrows down when you are working that way and doing that. There you go. Good. Very nice. Good. Got it. Beautiful. Now, this is all correct, but he wrote by accident, which is perfect because it goes to what I want to talk about. He actually wrote 54. That obviously isn't correct. So, let's say, does that add up to this? No. So then you have to go back and say, what did I do wrong? Because this is helping you to make sure you have this all right. It's really important. So 4 times 13, you should take the time and work out that problem. What is 4 times 3? 12. 12. What is 4 times 1? 4. Plus what? 5. That adds up. So you know that you did the answer or you did the problem correctly. It's really important. They don't ask you to check just to make it extra work for you. It helps you to make sure, and if you see something that doesn't add up, then you need to go back and rethink and rework. All right? Let's turn the page. Ooh, word solve problems, story problems. I'm going to read. The Mississippi State bird, the mockingbird, can copy up to 50 different sounds. Wow. If one mockingbird in Jenna's yard can make 35 different sounds, and another mockingbird can make 41 different sounds, how many sounds can both birds make together? So is this an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication, or a division? All together. That's a key word for you. Tessa, you are. When you see words like all together, that means you're adding them. So these story problems, you have to really focus on what the word is saying, what the words are saying. So what is the story problem on the workspace? What is your addition problem that you are doing in the workspace? Cole.
35 plus 41 equals 76.
Right, so then under the word problem, you need to also write 76 what? What is, yes, 76 sounds all together. The different mockingbirds. Sam, please put your mask on. It has got to be up all the time. There are 29 lighthouses in Michigan. Maine has 65 lighthouses. How many lighthouses are there total? How many total lighthouses are there? Again, total. What is that telling you? That's giving you a clue that you're going to be doing what? Grayson?
Addition?
Yes.
I wonder if Sarah visited stuff.
You-
Sarah planning help.
Yes. You're wondering how what? How many lighthouses?
If she saw one.
Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of lighthouses in Maine. So my guess is yes, and a lot of them are very old. Good association. Yes, M.
When it says Michigan there, that reminds me of my dad went to Michigan yesterday.
Oh, in the snowstorm. Ooh. He drove?
He flipped.
Ooh, that had to be fun flight. All right, what would be the problem that we are going to have in our workplace, our workspace? Grant.
129 plus 65 equals 194.
Very good. Very good. All right, so we're going to do one of these and then we're going to be done. Or maybe we'll do two. I'm going to have you all work out our mystery letter.
Yay!
What is the mystery letter? The rest of it's all multiplication and division. So oh, what am I doing?
I have no clue.
Mrs. Reed is glad it's Friday. Her brain seems to be on the snow day.
I'm glad it's Friday.
All right. So eventually, friends, I am going to get out the popsicle sticks and draw names. But right now, I'll take volunteers. But FYI, eventually, that's what I'm going to do. Owen and Emmy, who haven't been here in a while. So the first thing you're going to do is what? Decide that you know. Very good.
I will get a new marker.
Yes. Do you need a new one?
Yeah. I have.
Oh, you have one? Okay. So are you subtracting that, Owen, or are you adding? Do opposite. There you go. You got it. N is what?
The N is the 28.
Yes, you got it. The N is the 28. So then you solve that problem. So N minus 7, because remember you solved the initial very good. And then up. What is 18 plus 3? Do they check? Put your fun little check by each of the 21, because it is correct. Very good. Excellent. Then you take it, so 8 plus 6. So then you have What is this? Right here, the LVD, what does that mean? Okay, so you are correct that you cross this out. What is 8 plus 6? Yes. So you write 14 there. There you go. So then what you need to do is 14. So remember you have to do both. So now you're adding 2, right? So 14 plus 2 equals 16. So that is our mystery letter, 16. So then you need to go up here. No, go up here and take the 16 up here. 16 minus 2 is what? Yep, 16 minus, so 16 minus 2, you're solving this. Good, and then we've already determined that 8 plus 6 is 14, so there you go. Good job. Very good. Those are all just have to be very precise in each step. And we will keep working on those. All right, that concludes our math. So this is what you're going to do. There's not a huge hurry since we're probably not. Are we still in the negatives for windshield? We're still in the negatives?
What feels like is 5 below.
Yeah. Okay.